Welcome to today's episode where we're going over one of, if not the top master plan community in the nation. It's been one of the top selling communities over the last 10 years for sure. We're going to go over everything that makes it special, so stay tuned.
With outstanding schools, great commercial support in the surrounding areas, and outstanding builders like this, is no secret why Bridgeland is one of the top selling master plan communities in the nation year after year, and it's been that way for about 10 years now. And so today we're going to go all in on everything that makes this community special. It's one of the largest in the greater Houston metro, coming in at around 13,000 acres. Absolutely massive. This model park has around 20 model homes just in this section alone, and this village alone, with 4 different villages with different flavors and different spices. It's no secret why this is a top favorite amongst people that hit me up that are relocating to the area. And so today we're going to go and hit up some of these mini McMansions behind me and check out some of my favorite models in all of the metro. If that sounds good, stay tuned. And the star player, I really truly believe the star player, and the reason why so many people love this is because of amazing builds like this. You can't get this in many places in the greater Houston metro, but out here in Bridgeland you can. So first home on the list, this is going to be by Newmark. It's the Versailles plan. Let me know what you think, and at the end vote and tell me which one is your favorite home that I showed today. And so this is definitely one of the top viewed videos on my channel. This model home, I do a full in-depth on this one, and this is just gorgeous, right? And when you get to plans like this in the Versailles, it's usually going to have a lot that is water featured. It's going to be oversized typically. And so just the beauty that you can get in a plan like this in this community is really unmatched in many places. Gorgeous. What are you thinking so far? We still got more to see. This house is nearly 5,000 square feet. So super, super huge home. But let's go check out the rest of it. Check this out. Remember, we're just on the balcony, just upstairs, and now you got a little secret little butler's entry. Crazy, crazy. Love this model. So much room to spread out. Crazy, crazy, crazy. First floor patio as well. And so kind of like this community, the word for the day is definitely going to be scale. How massive do you want to go? The biggest lots, some of the biggest builders, all of them are here in this community. And so if you want something that is this massive, where you got your own balcony, your own patio on a gated lot, or on a lake lot where you would have access in and out of the walking trail, all of this natural light, if you want this, you can build this out here. And honestly, you can say you can't really do that in many places in Houston right now. So definitely something to keep in mind, especially if you want one of these large, just massive little mansions like this. This is the place to go. So the next one up on the list is one of the biggest Perry homes that I have ever seen. It's the 4931S plan here in Bridgeland. It is on an 80-foot lot, and they have a nice section as well. I have a client that's actually building the 4411 plan, humongous one-story plan that is just gorgeous. But this one, I think, is going to take your breath away. Let's check it out. So this one is absolutely crazy. This is one of the craziest Perry homes that I have ever seen in person. And like I said, this is the biggest one by far. This one's right at 5,000 square feet. If you aren't familiar with how Perry does their naming right now, is the numbers that you see when you go on their website is basically the indication of the square footage of the property. And so with this being a 4931, the base on that is going to be around 4,900 square feet, and then you can obviously do some things to make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want to do. But crazy, crazy, crazy plan, crazy, crazy layout. And we're just getting started in this one. Like I said, almost 5,000 square feet. So this one is a little bit bigger than the one we just saw. But let me know once we're finished with this one if you like this one or the Newmark that we just left a little bit more. But this one is crazy. balcony on this one, but you do have a lot of outdoor space for entertaining. Out here, they kind of have it staged for some inspiration's sake of what you could do. No, it wouldn't come standard like this, but this is something that you could easily do either through the builder or probably, I would say, separately with a contractor after you've closed on the house. This is something that you could absolutely 100% do. And on lots that are big enough to accommodate a house like this, you would have about this size lot. This isn't like a super oversized lot. It is going to have a feature typically like this with a water feature, kind of similar to the Newmark home that we just left, because you're in a premium 80-foot section and above. So definitely gorgeous. Let's get back in to check out the rest of the home. This is a massive house, and it's hard to say that they utilize the space well because it's 5,000 square feet, of course, and you hope that they do, right? But one of the critiques that I get most, or one of the compliments that I get most when showing my clients these Perry homes, is that they do a great job of making your ceilings feel higher and your rooms feel wider regardless of the square footage that you're in. When you go house for house, they typically have wider corridors, they typically have bigger bathrooms and bigger closets to make it feel more grand than maybe even the number would suggest. And so definitely following that same trend here with the mansion for Perry Homes. Popcorn going, get comfortable, watch a little movie. One of the best houses that I've ever been in, easy. Hands down, one of the best houses that I've ever been in. Not even really close. Similar to the Newmark that we just checked out, we got another secret little staircase behind the kitchen that takes us back down to the first floor. What do you think about this one? I'm not even gonna say the word again. You already know what I'm about to say. about that Perry plan 4931 5-bedroom with a true like movie theater room in there, study, flex space, game room area, everything that you need. 5-bedroom, you got it. 3-car garage, right? Everything that you need is in that plan. So what do you think between that Perry and the Newmark that we checked out in the first set of clips? Which one is your favorite so far? We got a couple more to check out, and it doesn't mean that they're all gonna be little mansions, right? It doesn't mean that they all have to be super huge. Now we're gonna go down to some of my smaller products that I think are some of my favorite out here, and let me know what you think. Next up on the list, we got the Casoria plan by TriPoint Homes. They do a great job of giving you a lot of bang for your buck and also giving you a great finish. So let's go check them out and compare those to the first two that we just checked out. So far about this gorgeous Casoria home out here for TriPoint Home in Bridgeland. And like I said, this one isn't quite as big as the other houses that we just checked out on these similar size lots, but you still get a great design, lots of room for entertainment, great patios. Just seeing what you could do with the space that you had if you had a lot that was this size is great to see. And I'm shocked that more of my clients don't come and just really like this home. But when you have the big name of some of the big boys, the Newmarks, the Perrys, the Westons, and all those here as well, it's just kind of tough to be in the same size kind of footprint and not go and just really love those, because they go all out as well. But this is also a super gorgeous one that I really love, and I think is one of my, like I said, top ones in Bridgeland. Little bit of a maze, but it looks like we got the TriPoint staple. We got a secret little closet that you can do whatever with, and this is big enough to have a little office, little gaming area. Super cool. I love how TriPoint does this in their homes. It's right behind this little bookshelf. Come out of here like nothing ever happened. Love that feature. What do you think about that TriPoint home? It's gorgeous, super nice option. We got a couple more to check out, but if you had to compare the Perry that we saw, the Newmark that we saw, and this Casoria, who's ranking number one for y'all? Let me know in the comment section right now. Now, stepping it down to slightly smaller lots, this is one of the plans that when my clients come here and they want a big 2-story Perry home, this is another one that they really come and check out that they really love. So we're gonna go in there and check that one out and let me know what you think. What do you think about that gorgeous 3395 plan? Super, super pretty. It is on a 55-foot section for Perry homes out here. Incentives that they're doing right now, they're offering either $20,000 towards your closing costs, paying down your interest rate, or reducing the price. That plan itself starts at $654 base right here. So if you love that and you wanted to build it from the ground up, you'd have $20,000 to go towards those costs. On anything that is move-in ready right now, they are, however, incentivizing that you can get an interest rate of 5.4% right now on anything that is move-in ready within the next 45 days to close right now. And so that is a great incentive for a luxury high-end builder in the metro. But let me know if that's enough to bring you out to come and check them out. But I would not be the Highland Homes fan club card holding member that I am if I didn't show you one of my favorite Highland home plans in the whole metro here. It is the plan 224. We're going to go and check that one out. I have done a full in-depth of that one, but I want to see how y'all think it stacks up against the rest of the homes that we've checked out so far today. Now, personally, I love this outdoor space there's a couple plans for Highland homes that do this, but like the 222 and the 224, when you do the extended kind of bump out areas, it gives you like a full encased kind of patio that I think is really cool. And I've had some clients that have, for example, screened this in, and it's just easier to do because you have that one straight line behind you between the two columns on either side. And so I really like that feature, and it just kind of frames itself and makes it into like an outdoor room in that aspect. So I really like it, and I like how they kind of laid this one out, showing you that on a lot similar in size to this one, this is about what you can expect to do. This is a big house, so it's going to take up a lot of square footage. You can get much bigger out here. I have a client building the same exact plan in Meridiana, and there's some size restrictions in that community. So one of the benefits, again, of being in Bridgeland is that you have so much room to do more things with. You can get that bigger house, you can do some extensions on it. There's things that you can do here that you can't do pretty much anywhere else, and that's why I really love this community. But let's go and check out the rest of what this house has to offer.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Absolutely love that plan out here. It is one of the favorites on my channel. Like I said, I got clients building it right now in Meridiana. Thing to note though, when you come to a premium community like this one, or like a Sienna, you're gonna pay a little bit more of a premium because this community has already came and it's already established. And just the amount of, one of the perks that makes this community so special is because it has so much commercial support and it has so many amenities, and you're gonna pay a premium for that. So that plan 224 here in Bridgeland starts at $780, and I have a client that is building that same exact plan in Meridiana right now, and they went crazy on finishes. Super gorgeous home, and they're gonna be sub 800 on an almost identical plan, right? So that is one of the trade-offs of being out here in an established community like Bridgeland, is that you're gonna pay a little bit of a premium, but when you compare all of the amenities and all the things that come with it, it may be worth it to you. But that's something I just wanted to note out for you. So it's getting hot out here. I'm about to wrap it up for the day. I just saw one of my favorite people on earth show up to work today, and I have to go and check them out. They're with Perry Homes, and let me go and see what Megan has for me today. So I'm pulling up on one of my favorite people on earth.
Aaron!
We got Megan, and she's in the video. She's one of my favorite people, and I had to pull up on her. I saw she was at work today.
But no, thank you.
Saw she was at work today, so I'm going to check out her model, and then on my way out, I'll get some more incentive details and let you know what she has to offer over here in her section. I'm in Bridgeland, it's a must that I have to come and check out my girl, Megan. She's in the 45-foot section for Perry Homes right now. They are also doing a pretty great incentive where on inventory homes, you can get them down to a 5.49 on the interest rate, or you can use $20,000 towards building, you know, closing costs, design center, whatever you want to use it for, you can use that 20K, but the much better deal is probably going to be getting that lower interest rate because you would get more money out of the builder. But now we're going to go check out the amenity center and some of the other things that make this community so special. So as we ride around to check out the amenities, we are in Prairieland Village. Like I said, there are 4 villages here, and each one of them are going to have their own amenity center and village. This one is just finishing and opening up within the last couple months here, so I'll take you over there to see some of the things that they have. They have like a Tesla charging station. They have a little pocket park. They have their own pool and gym and all that stuff over here. So when it comes to the amenities, if you're in Bridgeland, you get access to all of the amenity villages, and there's 4 of them. You're about to have your own HEB. You're about to have your own town center, very similar to the town lake. They're not too far from here, and so it's really just action-packed with things to do. There's over 1,000 acres of like lakes and walking trails here. So many things that you can do here, and you don't, like I said, have to stay in your specific section. But now that we have pulled up to the Prairieland Village Amenity Center, let's see what they got over here. We've already talked about the star player, those beautiful luxury homes. We've already touched on one of the other players that is key and essential to Bridgeland being what it is. Let's talk about the third pillar of that, and that is having great schools. And so this is going to be your brand new Cypress Christian school that is going to be relocating to the Bridgeland community. We also have your elementary school for this section that will be opening up sometime later this year. And so that is going to be coming, and you can see that off in the distance right here. One of the things that was a concern once Bridgeland jumped over 99 was that you left the Cy-Fair ISD, which is one of the most coveted and highly sought after school districts in Houston. And so when the transition for Bridgeland's community moved over to Waller, that kind of freaked a lot of people out. But when you go and you actually look at Waller ISD ratings on a niche or on a great school, it's very highly rated compared to some of the other ISDs in the metro. I know that it is definitely more highly rated than many of the Houston ISD schools out here for sure. And it currently is hovering around like a B plus rating. So it's not quite the A rating that you're going to see in Cy-Fair for most of the schools. But for currently right now, for the existing schools that your kids will have to attend, while these other schools that are going to be built between here and the Creekland Village around the corner, as you're waiting for those schools that are going to be only Bridgeland kids schools that are being built out, you are tied to a B-rated school district. So definitely not anything to worry about. If you want to be in the Cy-Fair, there's only a few limited inventory or a few limited new construction options that are going to be east of 99. Everything else is going to be built on the west side of 99. So you kind of got to deal with Waller ISD. And in the interim, you're going to have the existing Waller ISD schools that are still going on. And you're going to be having these schools that are going to be popping up over the next few years or so. The last time I was in the Creekland Village, they said that by 2028 or so, they're going to have the elementary, middle, and high school for only Bridgeland kids completely finished out here. So You know, in the interim, that may not be the best news that you want to hear, but I have to be real about you and say that the schools just aren't that bad in Waller ISD. And so let's talk about the 4-star player. We've already talked about the premium luxury builders that you get out in the Bridgeland area. We've already talked about having solid schools. We've already shown you just one of the village's great amenities that they have. But now let's talk about the commercial support that you get. And we are standing in the Staple in Cypress. We're in the premium outlet mall. Every time that me and my wife are out here, we're out here. and we're probably out here way too much. You would probably think we live in Cypress, but we don't. But this is just one of the little shopping hubs that are along 290, just for miles and miles and miles along 290. It's probably the longest stretch of shopping center and strip mall that I've ever seen anywhere. And it, like I said, it just blankets 290 on both sides. The 4-star player here is your overall location in the community, commercial support that you get based on your location. Not only are you in a premium location with Bridgeland, you're surrounded by Fairfield, which was an original OG master plan community over here. You got Dunham Point, which is around the corner and it's going to be bringing their own infrastructure. You got Town Lake that's going to be bringing its own infrastructure. There's a lot of communities around here that Bridgeland has the privilege of piggybacking off of just because of the location that it's in. And wrapping all of that into one beautiful package is why year after year Bridgeland happens to be one of, if not the top selling master plan community year after year after year. Is because it has everything you need, from great builders, great amenities, great schools, and great things to do commercial like this.